What's up? This is Zeals. I'm back with another video today. I'm going to give a kind of a masterclass about crit damage and attack stone, as well as the particular stats in the artifact system. Now, before I begin, I want to give a quick shout out to my newest patron, Katharina. Thank you so much for joining the family, and this video could not be possible without you patrons. If you want all the content like the Excel sheet, math, write-up of today's video, make sure you hit the description below for the Patreon page. There you will see all the information for today's video for free. I want to keep this short and to the point as possible, so let's begin with crit damage. What is crit damage and how is it calculated? In Idle Heroes, crit damage is 150% of base attack. Now, what is base attack, you may be asking? It's the accumulation shown in the character sheet except for the hidden monster stat as well as aura, which are of course not in the character sheet. So the number multiplied by the hidden factors are, as well as the hero's active attack bonus. For example, Michelle's 158% active damage is then multiplied by the crit damage when the hero crits. Now, the max crit damage in this game is 354% with C6 crit stone and staff, Punisher of Immortal. Why additional 204% Zeals? Because it's added crit damage times 2, the formula which has been proven in the past repeatedly in the Chinese forums, Reddit, there's a bunch of posts about this, etc. So the first experiment that I did was between E3 Michelle with no attack stone versus crit stone versus attack stone. So how did I get a no attack stone? I used a speed stone. This was also done with E3 Valentino and Dasmog as well. As for crit and no stone, the attack change was 54%, but for attack stone was 50%. While the attack stone gave the biggest numerical boost, the percentage boost was not congruent. So this got me puzzled. Also, the second test shows that the attack stone gave a 38% boost instead of the 30%, which was of course due to the additional 2,800 attack on that stone. Now, the 2,800 attack is being multiplied by the guild tag. There's two. There's the basic and advanced, as well as the character's passive. This is why the character passive is very important, as well as the armor set that you're using. Then add it into the character sheet, and then after that, 30% from the stone is multiplied afterwards, which was proven below. However, while the attack percent boost is easily calculated by multiplying character attack by the stone, the attack number is different as it falls under the multiplicative rule, which is guild tag, like I mentioned, basic and advanced attack, armor, and heroes passive if they have any. Heroes like Faithblade and Valentino doesn't. Alright. To prove the attack percent boost from stone or artifact being multiplied by the character sheet damage, I used an easier stone, crit stone, because crit stone does not have plus attack. As you can see, before and after are 4% for both tests of stone and artifact. I also did a small trial of crit stone versus attack stone without the aura, monster stat, active bonus, and crit chance. The result was in crit stone's favor, whether it be real value or even the worst case hypothetical situation. But the truth is that it's all situational per hero and per meta situation. And this was on a hero with non-scaling attack from passives like Scare Eye or Scary, Attack Steal, or high active attack percentage. For example, Valentino would stack attack since most of his damage is from overload passive and it's not critable. Also, some heroes have very little crit chance or too much crit chance. The last variable is PvE versus PvP and round length and time under CC length. This is why in PvP, burst DC crit stone and crit damage shines, because you don't have a lot of time and windows to score consistent damage unless you are control immune hero. Finally, crit percent to crit damage percent golden ratio is 1 to 10. If you have high crit but low crit damage, higher the value of crit damage becomes, and the opposite Okay, Dasmog with crit stone and staff can reach 35% crit and 354% crit damage, the perfect ratio of 10 or 1 to 10, 10 to 1. Alright, while Valentino can reach 80% crit with the mage set, but only 354% crit damage. So in the case of Valentino, a lot of his crit chance does go to waste in PvE aspect. Okay, plus attack boosts more of his overall damage thanks to not only overload, which I mentioned, alright, and also PvE aspect, he has 15 rounds to do damage, right? So while this is also it's way too short and there's a lot of RNG involved, the RNG can sway much with attack versus crit stone. So there are few heroes that can run attack stone, but crit damage artifact can pull away larger numbers. But as I said, it's not as consistent over a very short fight in PvE and in PvP, where 1 or 2 skills are all you get sometimes. Lastly, I want to touch up on heroes that survive heal based off attack like Belrain and Ormus. Heals as of this moment does not crit in this game. Dots, poisons, bleeds do not crit and are not affected by skill damage, which I'll cover in another masterclass. Alright, so one less multiplier for Dasmog. If the rounds were capped at 15 rounds and can actually last a couple of minutes, not just by rounds, then attack would have a lot more value in PvE for certain heroes like Dasmog. Final conclusion, and what we know for certain is all plus attack from any armor pieces like weapon, accessory, or your stone or artifact like class artifacts, monster is multiplied by guild tech, the two of them, character passive if they have any, armor, aura, and of course buffs from Emily or Rosa first. Then that value is multiplied by the stone and then the artifact. Alright, so if you want all the mathematical visuals and the full write-up, just hit the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in to my first kind of, whatever class you want to call it. I hope you learned something from this. If you didn't get anything out of it, then that's fine. I hope to see you guys in the next video.